Mboweni had to strike a balance between low government revenue and increasing expenditure pressures, but he still had to find money for essential services such as education, social services and health and others, and more funding was allocated to social grants.
The budget proposes total non-interesting spending over the next 3 years of 5.87 trillion rand. This after taking into account measures taken over the 3 years to consolidate public finances. The largest allocations are 1.2 trillion rand for learning and culture, 717 billion for health services, including the National Health Insurance, and nearly 900 billion for social development.
The finance minister says it's time the country asked if there was still a need for the struggling state-owned enterprises. Mboweni says from now on, government bailouts will go with tough conditions, including being monitored on how the money is being used. Eskom will face restructuring as it is not financially sustainable and cannot meet the country's energy needs. This is undermining economic growth prospects and the drive to attract new fixed investments.
So 69 billion over 3 years, 23 per year that we are providing to Eskom is meant to help them pay off their debts. It's not meant for salaries.
This year's tax revenue has been revised downwards by 15 billion rand, and the 2018 and 2019 tax shortfall is 42.8 billion rand compared with the 27.4 billion estimates. There was also a sigh of relief for taxpayers as this year's budget will not have any changes to the personal income tax. But sin taxes have been increased and carbon tax, which will generate R1 billion, will commence from the 1st of June.
The major tax revenues, which is personal income tax, corporate income tax, but also VAT, there have not been any increase in those tax revenues. But nevertheless, we see quite a significant tax revenues that they have been collected, that are going to be collected because Treasury is not going to adjust for inflation. And because of that, they're going to collect 14 billion out of that, which helps the fiscus given the lower revenues that we have been seeing over the past couple of years.
Core inflation, which excludes the prices of food, non-alcoholic beverages, petrol and energy, was at 4.4% year-on-year in January from 4.4% in December. And Stats SA says that a series of fuel price cuts contributed to the decline in CPI. It says that this is the lowest annual rate since March 2018. Naledi Matlapeng, SABC News, Johannesburg.